Sorry for any confusion any of you folks might have right now. I thought that John somehow exited out of the recording, and it turns out he just scrolled down.
Yeah.
And it looked like it just stopped recording, or it hadn't been recording from the...
That was at least good for a laugh. I have to
I don't know if any of you out there laughed at that, but we had a good chuckle about it. So,
good relief of stress.
as you can tell, we're
guess
very professional.
Yeah.
But anyways,
laid back gaming, you know.
we're
very laid back.
Where did we leave off? Oh, yeah. What I had planned to do initially was I wanted to level up Fimlage Amiibo, so I'd be prepared for some good old dungeon crawling back when John came over. But unfortunately, no matter how much I trained, I could not level up. So my question is, how do you level up? Because I've done it before. I know I have, but I just don't know how.
I think it's when you
go through an entire dungeon.
A boss in a dungeon. The first dungeon is not bad, but the second dungeon
we can't
even get to the boss.
I mean,
I think maybe we did once, but we got murdered.
I mean, it's not so much as the enemies are hard, is that there's just so many, and they respawn so quickly.
And just like getting through some of the mazes and stuff, there's just like bullets flying out of you from nowhere. You gotta have like good timing.
You get swarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to take care of this.
You have to have
spawn points.
You have
first.
to have really good timing to play this game,
or just really, I don't know. You have to be like a god of gaming to get through a dungeon without dying once. Because
you got to be good at old school gaming. This is not new school. This is old school. Whatever. I mean,
yeah, it's intense. For any of you newer gamers out there looking for a game to, ease yourself into, this is not your game. This game will beat the crap out of you, leave you out in the middle of the street to just get ran over repeatedly, then just let your carcass rot there as they feast on your guts. That's what this game will do to you.
Anyways.
Of course, not literally, but
if you're into the older games and you have some friends coming over, this is good for like partying. It's pretty intense. If you like intense gaming,
yeah,
might want to play this. Might want to buy it.
Yeah, like I said, only $8 to download on the Wii's Virtual Console. So if you have, so anyways, if you're an old school gamer and you don't have a Wii, just from what I've downloaded and my experience with the Virtual Console, you will enjoy the Wii immensely because they have an ever-growing library of classic games to download. And not just from Nintendo systems. Like we said, this game is from the TurboGrafx 16, which I didn't even know anything about, and I still really don't until yeah, it's okay, Joan. Until I got this game, I didn't know about that. So you can, like me, I wasn't brought up in these times, but because of the Virtual Console, I can download these old games and experience them, and I think that's really cool, in addition to being irrelevant to the review. So how about we continue?
Yeah, enough of those wild tangents. Let's move on. The storyline of the game.
What is it?
Yeah, well, what is the storyline anyways? I
don't know if we learn more later on if we manage not to.
The thing is, when you talk to an NPC, they're just like,
anyone familiar?
You came to save our town.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Anyone familiar with the old school Zelda titles like Zelda 1 and 2 for the NES? You might recognize some of the personality these NPCs share. They're pretty basic.
Anyways,
that's not to say they're bad games, because you know me, I love the Zelda games.
Let's see here. We got to do another tip of the day. Started that last video.
My tip is try and get rid of the spawn points as quickly as possible. I mean, you'll probably learn that on your own within a few minutes, but just go in prepared.
My tip of the day is to stick with old school gaming, Don't just throw it out the window,
Yeah.
Side scrollers are awesome.
It's not really a side
this
scroller.
Isn't side scroller, but most of the older games are. Or let's say Zelda Top View. Those games are awesome.
I personally like the 3D Zeldas better, but all the Zelda games are great.
Yeah, but just don't throw them out the window. Just it's an awesome gaming experience.
My problem with some of the newer gamers, which might sound weird because I'm not a particularly old gamer, but anyways, my problem is a lot of people these days seem to emphasize like Only graphics. I mean, I like graphics a lot. Good graphics
And
can do a lot.
physics and shading and all that.
I mean, good graphics and the like,
Yeah.
that can do a lot. But if you don't have the gameplay to go with it, what's the point? Especially when games cost $60.
Yeah. Well, Wii, $50. Anyways, what I like about the Wii is, they focus more on gameplay.
Hmm. A lot of people don't go along with that. But if you take a look at the numbers, the Wii has sold the most. I'm not saying anything bad against the other systems because, I mean, John and I both have a PS3 as well.
Yeah. Which is awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't get us
But at
wrong.
the same time, you can't lose sight of what's important. I mean, good graphics are cool, but gameplay is timeless.
Anyways, this is going kind of long.
All our reviews are.
But this has been a long branch off to...
What are you trying to say?
We've been going off topic is what I'm trying to say.
Well, hey,
Anyways,
this gives
let's
people
rate this game, Jeremy.
based on when this would have come out back in the day. I would have probably given this game a bit higher, but it's just so dang old school that by today's standards, it isn't particularly. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Give it a number.
Okay. I'll just give it a 8 out of 10.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh well.
Well, okay, we both agree 8 out of 10.
Maybe if they eased up on the difficulty, or at
Yeah,
least,
I definitely would give it at least a 9.
yeah,
We
if
could
if
get
they
through
had
the dungeons.
if they had a choice to change the difficulty, I would have appreciated that because I just die in this game. That's all I pretty much do is die.
It's fun. Don't get us wrong.
And hey, take this into account. Like John and I together, we are nothing against them. So then, if you're just one person against them, you die even quicker, even easier. But anyways,
What was that about?
that's just me whining. But anyways, so that's our review for today. See you later, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep, we're definitely done recording now.
Sorry about this.
Goodbye.